According to one long-term missionary, in order for Japan to be considered reached by the gospel, we need the gospel within the reach of every person. To achieve that goal, we need one church for every 1,500 people, which means that Japan needs at least 70,000 new churches. The Japanese are the second largest unreached people group in the world. There aren't enough Japanese Christians yet to disciple their own nation, and therefore cross-cultural missionary engagement is necessary. It is estimated that over 25% of Japanese people are now over 65 years old. And because of the declining birth rate and aging population, by the year 2025, 20-year-olds will make up only about 0.8% of the population. Though this is the nation's dilemma, beneath this dilemma is a spiritual condition that can only be solved by the gospel of Jesus Christ. Shimokitazawa is one of the top 3 places where young people like to live. Within this district, you'll find lots of boutique shops, laid-back restaurants, and artistic cafes, frequently visited by young singles and couples. This neighborhood also has a large concentration of music studios where musicians like to come and play. Our vision is to see young people getting married and building healthy families by centering their lives on the gospel of grace, integrating their faith and work, their artistic gifts with their faith, and showing mercy and justice for the common good of Tokyo, Japan, and the world, to God's glory. We want to be a church that make disciples who glorify God by joyfully living out the truths of the gospel in ordinary everyday life. The Bridge name was born with a heart to bridge the gap between the church and the surrounding community. One of the ways we're reaching the artistic community is through the Bridge Live music events. The Bridge Live is a gathering of musicians, their friends and their family members who come together to enjoy their God-given gifts and where they get to hear the beauty of the gospel. 90% of the people who come to the Bridge are not yet Christians on their journey to discovering the gospel. We also have Christmas and Easter preview worship gatherings. It's a great time to introduce the gospel story to our neighbors. In these gatherings, we've had gospel choir members perform, bringing their friends and family members who otherwise might never have heard the gospel. In Japan, many non-Christians join gospel choirs and in the process come to know Jesus Christ. We invite you to pray. Pray that God would raise up a people for Himself who would worship Him. Pray that multiple teams would join together for the sake of the kingdom. And pray that gospel-centered churches will be planted out of this new church plan for Jesus' renown. We desire to see the entire neighborhood reached, renewed, and restored by the gospel.